In this lesson, let's discuss about ordered lists, unordered lists, and mixed lists. In our demo, I'll show you the demo first. In this demo, we can see that we have a list of the items, I mean the menu, pizza, pasta, sandwiches, and it is in small Roman numbers, as you can see. And in each of these items, in pizza, we have the options vegetarian, meat eater, etc., and they are a bulleted list. So basically, unordered lists will be bulleted, either a small circle or a dot or a square, and ordered will be plain numbers or Roman numbers, capital letters or small letters. Let us start with unordered lists. An unordered list starts with the tag UL, and each list item starts with the LI tag. This is an unordered list, and in a UL tag we have 3 LI tags which are for lists, and we have the 3 options that we need for this. And I've added a H4 heading tag for this particular list, and it is displayed in this format: options, vegetarian, meat eater, and taco pizza, and you have a small circle. We can have 2 other types of bullets, and they can be defined in this way. We need to have a type attribute, and in that we'll say circle, and when we refresh the page we get a circle, which is the default, and we'll add square. When we add square and refresh the page, you will get squares here. As you can see small squares here. And the other point is, when you add a type attribute to the UL tag, it affects every list item under that UL tag. It is applied to all the list items in that UL tag. So if you want to apply it for a group of bullets, you use it in the UL tag. You need a type attribute in the UL tag. If we wanted individual bullet styles, then we'll have to apply the type attribute to the individual list tags in this fashion. I'll just show you how it's done. We'll add 3 different types so that you can see the difference in each of them. You have a square tag, and let's have a disc, and then let's have a circle. So let's refresh and see. When you go to the pizza section, you can see that you have a square bullet, you have a disc bullet, which is a filled circle, and then you have a circle bullet. So if you want to apply individual styles to bullets, you'll have to apply it to each of the list items, and if you want to apply it to the entire group, you just have to add a type attribute to the UL tag. This is an unordered list. The tag for an ordered list will be OL, and as I mentioned earlier, for an unordered list it will be a UL tag. And so in an OL tag you have list items. Again, you have the same LI tag for both ordered list and unordered lists. So in this we have added 3 items. By default, an ordered list will have numerals as for numbering, like this 1, 2, 3, if you don't mention a type attribute, that is. And the other options that we have are, when you add a type attribute of capital A, you get uppercase letters. When you type in small a, you will get lowercase, and when you type capital I in it, you should get capital Roman numbers. There you go. And if you were to add a small I, if you add small I in the type, you will get small Roman numbers. So these are the different options that you have for an ordered list, and they are plain numbers. For plain numbers you don't type in anything. By default it will give you numerals, and for capital letters you type in capital A in the type attribute. For small letters you type in lowercase a in the type attribute. If you need Romans, you type in I, small and capital. So that is it for ordered lists. We can even mix both the types of lists, as I have done in the demo page already. I'll show you how it is done. So in this web page, let's refresh the page first. You can see that we have pizzas, pasta and sandwiches in an ordered list, and within this ordered list we have an unordered list. So how do we do that? We just add a nested list to get that. So for example, where's that? Yeah. So in this ordered list I have a list item, and in that I have added a unordered list with its list items, and then I close the unordered list, and then I close the ordered list. That is the sequence that you have to use for this nested lists. If you open an ordered list, and in that if you open an unordered list, you have to close the unordered list first, and then you have to close the ordered list. Now that we have our page ready, we have an image, we have anchor tags to the image, we have different types of links, both bookmark links and local links. We also have different types of lists, both ordered, unordered and mixed. And we also have a footer element in which we have the email address. We have a copyright symbol, which is for character entities. We have other text formatting tags like bold, italic, etc. We have a subscript, we have a superscript, and we have subscript. So let's check if this particular page is a valid page. Let's validate this page. Let us open the W3 validator first, validator service, and in this we'll select the doc type to be HTML5, because this is an HTML5 document. First of all, I'm not going to upload a file. I'm going to directly paste the code here and check the result. So first, more options, click on more options, go into doc type and select HTML5 experimental, and after that paste the code that you have. And let's check if the code is valid. We can see that there are few errors in this. The error is that the type attribute of the li element is obsolete. That is right, because now with HTML5 we have to separate styling elements into CSS and logic elements into JavaScript. There we have to follow code separation, or else the page is not valid. So in this demo I had just shown you the types for demo purposes, for you to understand them, but generally this is a bad practice. We are not going to use type attributes for list elements for any of these elements, because for styling we have to use CSS, which will be discussed in another class. So let me delete all the type attributes in this page, and then let's again run it to the validator. I have made all the changes in my document. I have removed the type attribute from all the tags, and now let's run it through the validator again. Let me copy this first, and let's paste this into the validator. I've selected HTML5 experimental, and let's check it. As you can see, there are no errors in this document, and now it is a valid HTML5 document. So make sure that you do not have a type attribute or anything related to styling in your HTML document. We have to separate all the styling elements into CSS, which is cascading style sheets, and which will be discussed in a later class. And that brings us to the end of this lesson. I'll put this HTML demo in the Dropbox. You can check it, you can understand that, and you can play around with it. In this demo we've learned many concepts like text formatting, character entities, lists, links. I hope you've understood the concepts that I've explained here. I'll put the demo of this page, I'll put the demo file in the Dropbox. Please check it and let me know if there is an issue. Thank you.